Here we are leading the charge. This is a quest versus the Barroth. This is Tiberius and myself. One of the last times that I played with him currently. I don't know if he'll ever find me again. But this quest I have to undertake to increase my hunter rank to, I believe, 8. Maybe it's 9. I can't remember, sorry. But this is the urgent quest which you need to pass successfully in order to increase your rank past a certain number. Here we are doing a pre-match. My armor, I believe? No, I think I ate some food to increase my max health there. You'll see it's longer than normal. Took a thing of rations to increase my stamina. Get my paintball ready to mark it. And here we go. The Barroth almost always shows up in 3 first, because that's where there's the mud pit that he loves. Covers himself in mud. Gives him extra armor. It's actually pretty annoying. You can break it off though and get, I believe drops will come of it sometimes. Usually a wyvern tier. I believe fertile mud though, so you can see him in the mud sulking around there. That's his ridges. And he spots us, and here he is. The Train of Terror. Threw a paintball at him. Missed. There, hit him with a paintball. And he roars. Use that time to get my first aid mids. I'm apparently from a different region of the country. Talking about my first aid mids and my rations. Oh, and I managed to not blow Tiberius away. That's a good thing. Oh, I've got mud on me. The sentient mud. It somehow gets stronger when he does. Now you can use a cleanser to get it off, or just wait for it to get off, or someone can hit you. Hammer is really nice to hit the Barroth with, as he smacks me with his tail. But it's really hard to hit him with it. It's nice because you can break his head up, his ridges up on his forehead. You can break those off. Also, you can break the mud off of him pretty efficiently with the hammer. It's just really hard to hit him. Because when he turns around, he moves backwards. And a lot of times when a monster is turning around, that's a really good time to hit him with the hammer, because they're usually somewhat immobile. I put my weapon away and I drink while he's off shaking the mud off. But yeah, when he charges and when he turns, he moves away. So one of the best opportunities to hit him with a hammer, it is really hard to do so. Now he's angry. And that's not good, because he charges faster. Oh, and the bug hit me, so I stink. Cool. Also, when the mud hits you, you get a status ailment where I believe your stamina will come back slower. This guy is a train. He hits like one, and he runs like one. And he's also fairly safe when he turns around. You can cut his tail off, even though it's not super long. I believe you have to break the mud off of it first. He has mud on his legs, his forearms, and his head, and the tail. So you can kind of see him on his hand there as he barely misses me with his head uppercut, and here he runs. Wow. Oh yeah, and that's the other part. When he charges, right when he ends it, he swings his tail, and now I'm dead, because he's angry, so he's stronger, and I'm still in crappy armor. Oh, that's one death down. Tiberius is a higher rank, so hopefully his weapon is strong enough to kill this thing. Admittedly, the hammer is not the best weapon to use on him, as much as I prefer it. It's basically the best weapon I have right now, though, because I had to start over. Better run back into the battle before Tiberius pings me. But yeah, as I was saying before, after the Barroth charges, he swings his tail to the side. So even if you miss him, it's hard to get in on him right when he's vulnerable. He's really annoying to fight. You really need the ability to block or a quick weapon. Or be Mark with his great sword magic. I have trouble hitting him with the hammer. I have no doubt that there's players out there that excel in destroying him with the hammer. As much as it kind of surprises me with how much I use it, I am not one of them. Although I actually think just hitting him with charged attacks is the hard part. Ooh, knock him over. Get his head, get his head. Breaking the ridge off of his head, also you can carve that. I know it sounds weird. Oh, there he's doing the washing machine, turning around. 1, 2, there he goes. Oh, really? That was a bit on the... And there I'm dead again, because I'm putting my weapon away, and he swings his head in an uncharacteristic manner. Figured at the very least he'd slam it down on the ground. He rarely kind of just moves it. Let that be a lesson. Be careful when you put your weapon away. You are ridiculously vulnerable in everything you do in this game. You are not the Barroth. Well, alright, 2 deaths down. Go me. Since 1 more death will end it, I just chug the 2 more rations to get max stamina. Sharpen my weapon, why not? And to the battle once again. And hopefully not die this time. When you die, your reward is decreased, and once it hits 0, the mission is failed, which equates to 3 deaths, regardless. Kind of silly. You'd think it'd just be like die 3 times, but whatever. Their game, their rules. Kind of lollygagging around, because I'm not really looking forward to running back in that room and getting my butt handed to me by the Barroth. Even though before, when I was playing this, killed him several times because I really wanted his armor, because it's really good armor. He's such a pain to fight. I really dislike him. He's really hard. He's, I think, the first monster you fight that gets faster when they're angry, and he hits a ton harder. And he's got that uppercut there. Tiberius is dizzy. Let's hit him. I was trying to get it out of him, but it wore off, but I'd already hit the button. The hammer's kind of slow. Hey, he thinks me anyway. Not sure I noticed that. Oh, he left because the music changed and the dot moved. Not sure what Tiberius is doing. Pinging, I guess. Or he wanted to give me an item. I'm gonna... Yeah. I should have waited for him, but I ran ahead. And you can see he's angry because he's got that smoke coming out the stacks on his head. And I'm going to be a chicken and hide behind that rock there, which he can break after he hits it a few times, but that's okay. It buys you a hit or 2. And this guy covers ground fast, too. He's pretty annoying. Running up and hitting him with a draw strike seems to work. At least it gets me hitting him. Unfortunately, one thing about the hammer, if you don't hit him, you're not doing damage. He broke the mud off of his hands. You can see there's no mud on it. Good job, Tiberius. Doing much better than me. Kind of surprised that one didn't hit me. Good for me. Move. I try to roll away. He runs to Tiberius. He's hit that wall or that rock 1 solid time already. I'm pretty sure if he hits it again, it's just gonna collapse. So I'm trying out my newer technique of draw striking him, especially when he roars, and I don't want to be there for that. And yes, when he slams his head in, I believe if that mud hits you, it also encases you in the mud, similar to when he's rolling around in it. And there's that stupid tail swipe. Now he's angry again. Put away your weapon. No, why did I try to hit him? That was really dumb. Yep. Paid the price. They recover from roaring faster than we do. So I'm going to hide behind this rock and heal. Or not. I'm going to run away. Oh, I'm running around to recover my red health. Because I'm very cheap. And even though they're first aid meds, which are free, I want to make sure they last. And there goes that rock wall. From a very angry Barroth. And another whiff. Oh, here he comes. Runs again. There's a good time to hit him, and oh, my weapon power is decreased. I'll be honest, I don't like fighting the monster when they're angry. They do enough damage that any hit will pretty much do a ton of damage. And it's real easy to get sloppy on a monster. Or to get some Monster Hunter BS thrown at you. Either way. Runs off, I stand there. Why not? He's not running after me for a second. Run around, trying to get a good shot at him. Hits Tiberius, I take my shot, and I need to roll out of the way. See, he's a train. Runs in a lot of straight lines. I'm going to sharpen behind this rock here. Why not? I have a second to do it. And I need green sharpness to not bounce off of him. And if I bounce off of him, I can't roll out of the way when I clanged off. And that is very bad for him. You need to be able to hit him and roll to the side for any chance of avoiding that charge. I believe Tiberius has a fire greatsword. It sounds strange, but the Barroth is actually weak to fire. You wouldn't think it living next to a desert. But as my friend Mark puts it, that must be why he covers himself in mud. And strangely enough, when he's flinging that mud around, directly below him is not safe. The mud somehow hits directly below him when it's flying off of his back. Yes, it is as dumb as it sounds. And I really want that shiny to at least try and get something out of this. And that bug exploded from him and he roars right when I go for it. Hopefully he'll leave the... Oh, right. Go, idiot. Oh. He's going to shake more mud off. That was a really close call. See, sometimes that happens in Monster Hunter. Sometimes the monster cheats you, and sometimes you cheat death. I'd like to say it all evens out in the end, but I don't feel like it does. Oh, he's unpainted, so I'm going to paint him again. And he doesn't like that. Although in Unite and before, there was a monster that would hit him as he's trying to hit him as he's leaving, who would actually go and wash off the paint. I believe it was the Kongolala or some giant monkey. He would go and wash it off if you painted him. It's kind of funny, actually. Stand there for a minute. I am not super eager to chase it, and I'm running the wrong way. Probably got mixed up with the arrows. I don't know. Tiberius courtesy pings me. Oh, room 1 is a chore to fight the Barroth as well because you get the Chronicles and they love to charge just like him. And even though they're herbivores, they don't care that he would probably kill them. Ooh, that was close. Oh yeah, and he can angle himself in his charge, which I think is kind of bullcrap. If he's running so fast, he shouldn't be able to turn any little bits. He should just run in a straight line. He's dangerous enough. Oh, took a swipe at me, and oh, Chronicles charged me. I think I'm dead now. I need to get at it. Oh, and the Chronicles yells out, which means he's going to charge. Oh, and I have a second to drink there. And I believe he can go straight through that tree. It's a physical object in the environment that I cannot affect or go through, but he can. I have one first aid med. Realistically, I should run to the base camp and sleep for 20 seconds, which will get my health full. But instead, I'm running around with no health, being an idiot. For Lord only knows what reason. Drink mid. What is that noise? But if you notice, the Barroth, I believe, has the mud on his head, his ridge, but nowhere else does he have it. You can see that he is without it, so he takes much more damage like that. Spin cycle. It's a good time to run in. I don't know what I'm doing. Probably worried about being the death. I dislike dying in the game, especially if I'm the first and or last death. Oh, I hate that. Makes me feel like I don't know how to play. Whoa. Take a pot shot at his leg. And he's leaving. Puffs lead this way. He's going back to room 4, his favorite. Well, actually 3 is his favorite. I believe he can also go to 8. Because there's anthills there he can break, and one of the missions to fight him, you have to get him to break the anthills for one of the subquests. And the other one is break the... Well, there's one that's... I believe it's sever his tail and get him to knock out the anthills. And the other one is break the mud on his hands. And I don't remember the other one. Probably break his ridge. I believe that's the capture mission. That's the breaking the mud off of him. Yep, and I'm clanging off of him. Going kind of wild with the swings. And now he's angry. Put the weapon away, John. No, don't hit him. Oh, bad call. Yeah, if he had charged right there, I don't think I'd be dead, but I would have been really hurting. He's measuring up. And I'm not sure... Oh, Superman out of the way. I almost feel like the Barroth takes a disproportionate interest in killing me. Maybe because I'm the weaker of the two players, as my armor is pretty bad and my weapon is not as strong. And he's really fast, and I'm not helping my case. That's why I don't like fighting them when they're angry. Really strong, and usually, and sometimes faster. It's a bad combination. One minor bit of greed, one slip up. Yep, I couldn't roll there because I clanged off of him. But one minor slip up and you take a ton of damage that you can't really afford to take. I prefer to play it safe. Makes missions take longer sometimes. But you know, it's always a learning experience. Trying to run behind the tree that will probably provide... Oh, run to the next area. Pop a potion or two. That'll keep me for a hit. Runs like a train, hits like a train. Running in and gotta roll it. Or just get caught by that stupid tail. I'm not sure if Tiberius doesn't want to cut off the tail or if he's not very good at it. Because I know the Rathian, it's hard to cut her tail off. But some of the other monsters, it's give or take if it's easy. Some are easier than others. He's probably running the 3. I feel that's where he's going to run. Yep, there's little puffs of smoke. Because he's probably going to try to put the mud back on himself, so he's going to roll around like a dog. But he sees us and he's angry. And I completely whiff. Washing machine. Put the weapon away. I'm safe there. And hopefully the thing's tired. The nice thing about anger is that then they get tired. And I love fighting them when they're tired. Because they're slower, they sometimes don't even move. They take long pauses between stuff. They kind of took steps to make them more realistic. Oh, and I want to hit him so bad. Because you can actually, I believe you can stop him from doing that. I'm also really low on health and I shouldn't be hanging out near him. But hey, I posted the quest, so it's my Zenny on the line. And whatever items Tiberius uses. Sure, I doubt he'll be happy if we fail. I'm not going to be thrilled about it myself. Thankfully, it's trying to kill him now. Gives me a small break to heal, and it turns toward me. Alright, he cut off its tail. So Tiberius was working on it. Now we want it to leave so we can carve that tail. At least get something out of this mission. I don't think it's limping, but it's definitely... looks like it's leaving, so I'm going to carve it because I'm a jerk. Nope, it just went to kill him. Oh, how did that miss him? I'm just going to go crazy. Now he's going to... Whoa. I do not know how he didn't run me over there. That was a close call. He charges again. See, look, he had a pretty big curve to his run there. I believe he's tired with how slow he was moving. Oh, some broken mud. I heard the little sparkle. You can see the little sparkle right there next to me. I roll past it. Eager to get a couple shots at his face. If I can knock him out, we can probably finish him off. Now I want to put the weapon away. He's roaring. Hopefully I recover soon enough. See, the best you can do when they roar is do something that you want the animation cut of. So I usually put away my weapon so I can at least try to run or Superman. If the monster charges at me, get a wyvern tear there. Or another option is to drink a potion so it cuts off the flexing animation and you still get the effect. Which is nice because they really only give you the flexing animation so you can get hit after it. So you have to think about carefully where to heal. You can't panic heal. Usually the best thing to do when you need to heal and you want to panic is leave the room and then heal. Barroth is still angry. That's the other thing, is the monsters known to get angry or that have 2 stages of anger tend to stay angry really a long time and get angry really quickly. The Barroth gets angry quickly and he seems to stay that way for a long time. Hit him, stun him for a second. I'm going to go, oh, and the stubby tail catches me. Now, I really want to put away my weapon, but I'm going to get smashed, and it's over. You'll probably see it coming, but even if you can, there's not always a whole lot you can do to stop it. Usually you hit the button to put it away, and then you're like, oh, this is a bad idea. Mission failed. The Barroth wins this time.